we're looking now at multiplying and dividing with inequalities. Like I said, it's the exact same way you would do when solving for x. Nothing changes. If you look at example A, 12x is less than 24. Well, remember, when you have a number next to x or a variable, it's called a squishy, which means multiply, right? So if they're multiplying 12 times x, then in order to get x alone, we have to do the opposite of multiply, which is to divide. So if we look over here, we have 12x is less than 24. So like we would do, we would circle our variable, build our wall, and then we would do the opposite to that 12. They're multiplying, so we have to divide to get rid of it. So we would divide by 12 to get x is less than 2. And then they graphed it with an open circle and the arrow pointing that way. The graphing is the exact same way. Okay? Look at example B. When you see something as a fraction, what process is that? Adding, subtracting, multiplying, or dividing? Dividing. A fraction means they're dividing. So in order to do the opposite, we multiply. So we keep our y, we build our wall, and then we multiply times 3 and multiply times 3, which is exactly what they do down here. We see that the 3 cancels out there, and then 3 times 5 is 15. So they kept their sign the same. Y is greater than or equal to 15. They did a closed circle on 15 and then plotted it to the right, the direction that your sign goes. Okay? So that's how you do multiplying and dividing. You solve it exactly like you would when solving for x. So come down here, please, to number 3 and 4. On number 3, in order to get rid of that 5, what are you going to do? Divide, because that's a squishy and they're multiplying. On number 4, what are you going to do to get rid of that 4? Multiply by 4. I want you to solve these. Actually, we'll do these two together. So, circle your x. Build your wall. To get rid of a squishy, we have to divide. So divided by 5 and divided by 5. What's 100 divided by 5? 20. So I copy my problem exactly as I see it. X is greater than 20. So I'm going to come over here. Is it closed circle or open circle? It's closed because we have the or equal to sign. I forgot to put that over there. Or equal to. So we put a closed circle. My sign goes that way, so my arrow goes that way. And I draw my line. So x can be anything above 20. Down here, number 4. I circle my variable, build my wall. How do I get rid of that 4? Multiply by 4. That one cancels out, and now what is 11 times 4? 44. So z is less than 44. So I come over here, open circle or closed? Open. And then my sign is that. So I draw my line just like that. Okay, so now I want you to practice you're going to go to page 365. You're going to complete numbers 10 and 11 and 15 through 18. On page 365, you're completing numbers 10 and 11 and 15 through 18.